Spyglass.
119, 112 down the hill.
Yeah.
That's not a good line.
I would be grateful if you would please do the honor of placing the green jacket on Rory.
What if you had to play golf with Rory McIlroy for 100 non-stop hours? Think your supply of golf balls or maybe even your sanity will make it to the end? Forget your usual relaxed weekend game. This would be an absolute wild adventure where he's hitting perfect arrow straight shots and you're, well, most likely just hoping to find your ball again. So let's dive in and see if you'd end up a legend for surviving or just desperately needing a very, very long nap.
I think it probably injected a little bit of joy back into golf for me in some way, which I think is really, really important not to lose that. And yeah, for me, I had a great year last year, and I think this tournament was sort of the catalyst to, the really good golf that I played for the rest of the year.
You step onto the first tee. It could be at a super famous golf course, maybe Augusta National, where the Masters tournament's played, or perhaps you're at Royal Portrush in his home country of Northern Ireland, where the crowds would be cheering incredibly loud for him. You might even be at a sunny course like TPC Sawgrass. It almost doesn't matter where you are, because the amazing player you're facing is the same. Rory is standing there, maybe with a friendly smile. But don't be fooled. Inside his head, he's like a super smart golf computer, figuring out the perfect way to hit each shot. For a little glimpse of the kind of intense focus these top players have, you can imagine looking at something like this. Rory McIlroy is a golf superhero. He won all the biggest tournaments. His tailor-made QI-10 driver, often with a strong Fujikura Ventus Black 6X shaft, hits the ball with incredible power. This isn't just a difficult game, it's like you've volunteered to be the test dummy for new, super-fast golf balls. If you told most regular golfers that they had to play against Rory, even with a head start, they'd probably be thinking about giving up. But you've decided to play for 100 hours. That's like playing over 50 rounds of golf, one right after the other, against a guy whose average drive lands way past where your best drive ever has gone. Rory's brains doesn't think maybe, it thinks definitely. While you're worrying, Rory has already planned his next few shots. He is incredibly focused. Your focus, after hours of pressure, will likely be all over the place. And Rory is used to playing when things are tough. He's competed against the very best and won so many times. Playing 100 hours of golf against someone like you, for him, it's just a different kind of practice. For you, it's a wild adventure. The very first hour is important. Not for winning, but for getting used to the speed and power of his game. His famous golf swing, a perfect mix of strength and smooth movement, will be right in front of you. It's amazing to watch, like a beautiful dance that ends with a golf ball being hit so far, it almost seems to fly into another dimension. When Rory takes the cover of his driver, it's a big moment. The sound it makes, it isn't just a whack, it's like a mini explosion.
Oh boy, this may come down after our commercial.
Apex was 139 feet.
Carried 327 yards.
The balls shoot off like rockets traveling at 330, 340, sometimes even 350 yards or more. Like, that's unbelievable. 436-yard drive people talk about. These drives aren't just long, they allow him to cut corners and fly over sand traps meant for players like you. So what should you do? Do not try to hit your drives as far as he does. You'll just hurt yourself and lose balls. Your job is to hit the fairway, even if it's 70 yards behind him. Accuracy is your only chance. If he doesn't hit his driver, or he's on a par 5 he wants to reach in 2 shots, out come his fairway woods. These are scary too. He hits them with a strong flight that cuts through wind, landing softly on greens from way out. That smooth motion creates so much power, yet he still hits it right where he wants. Imagine it's hour 17, you're on a long par 4, maybe at Pebble Beach. You've hit a decent drive, Rory is miles ahead. He pulls out his 3-wood. The contact is so perfect it barely makes a noise, just a swoosh, as the ball flies to the green, stopping 15 feet from the hole. You look down at your own club, it suddenly feels like a toy. His iron shots are just amazing, like he's playing darts. His Roar's Proto irons are made just for him. They do whatever he wants. Whether it's a high wedge or a perfectly aimed mid-iron, his control is unreal. He can make the ball curve, hit it high or low, and knows exactly how far his shots will go. Your plan? Just try to hit the green. Don't try to aim right at the flag. If you copy his iron shots, you'll end up in a lot of sand traps.
You straighten your leg earlier on that?
What's that?
You straighten your leg earlier on that?
Yeah, I think
Just
so.
a little bit.
Yeah, because I'm like,
Just a little. Okay.
When he hears the near green, his touch with the wedges is super soft. Flop shots, chips, bumps and runs. Bunker shots that end up right by the hole. He can do it all. That 60-degree or 61-degree lob wedge is like a magic wand. Here's another story. It's hour 43. You've both missed the green on a hard par 3 at Kiowa Island Ocean course. Your ball is in thick grass, Rory's ball is in a deep sand. He takes his MG4 wedge. There is a quiet puff of sand, and the ball rolls out into tap distance. It takes you 3 shots to get on the green. This is what it is like. And then there is his putter, a tailor-made Spider Tour X. When Rory's putter is working well, he can make putts from super far away. He's not just trying to get close, he's trying to make everything. But here is a tiny bit of hope. Over 100 hours, being tired might make even him miss a few. Imagine playing this 100-hour challenge on famous courses like Augusta National, with its tricky aim and corner, or Quail Hollow Club, a course Rory loves. The last few holes there, the Green Mile would feel endless by hour 70. Or Congressional Country Club, where he won the US Open, set up to be super hard. And Royal Liverpool Hoylake, a link course where wind and pot bunkers are constant trouble. Rory's skill in the wind would be amazing. You'd need luck not just to have a really high score. These courses are really special places for golf, but they can also feel like torture chambers. Every fairway will seem narrow, every green like a minefield. It's not just about his shots. Playing 100 hours will test your mind. Rory doesn't just beat you with clubs, he beats you with his confidence and his drive to be the best. He has a champion's aura. His sheer skill can make you doubt yourself. One of Rory's best traits is how he bounces back from bad shots. A bad hole? He'll often follow it with birdies. He's mentally tough. If you make a double bogey, you might feel like giving up. If he makes one, he's already thinking about how to fix it. Rory will also have his trusted caddy, like Harry Diamond. They're a team. You'll hopefully have someone to count your score and offer a pat on the back. So what can you do to help your mind survive? First, if you hit a bad shot, forget it right away. If you keep thinking about your mistakes, you'll be a nervous wreck. Second, don't think about all 100 hours. Just think about your next shot, then the next hole. Break the challenge into small pieces. Your goal isn't to beat Rory, it's to play your best. Third, before every shot, create a quiet bubble in your mind. Block out Rory, any people watching, and the feeling you might mess up. Focus on your shot and target.
As you said, 6 people ever have achieved the career Grand Slam in golf. There's only four of us are living. Gary Player's 90 years old. Jack's 85, 86. And then Tiger, and then myself. So it's a really cool, yeah.
Drink water and eat healthy. Your brain and body needs energy. If you're tired and hungry, you won't play well. And try to laugh. Laugh about how crazy this all is. Every once in a while, you'll hit a really cool shot. Hold on to those moments. They will keep your golfing spirit going. Be your own caddy, tell yourself, okay, tough break, but let's hit this 7-iron pure, get on the green, 2-putt, and move on. And watch him play. You'll get a 100-hour master class. Try to learn something. Did his big swings or his long putts help him more? And what about yours? For Rory, his big swings are key to his game. They are his main weapon. They scare opponents, make long holes seem shorter, and create chances for birdies and eagles. His game is built on this power. What about your big swings? Trying to hit as far as him is a bad idea, but hitting your longest, straightest drives is important for your survival. Hitting 240 yards in the fairway is much better than 220 in the rough. What about Rory's long putts? When he's making them, it's tough for anyone playing with him.
Today, but it's very unlikely. Just trying to get out with a 3.
A 30-foot putt from Rory for birdie after you hit your ball to 25 feet feels bad. His ability to make long putts can turn a good round into a great one. What about your long putts? This is where you can fight back a little. Over 100 hours, even Rory will have times when his putting isn't perfect. If you can make a few long putts, maybe a 25-footer to save par or a 40-footer for a surprise birdie, these moments will help keep your spirits up. They won't win you the 100-hour match, but they might win you a small mental battle. Every long putt you make is like a little shout that says, I'm still here. What makes this 100 hours with Rory thing so special? It's not just one shot. It's the whole experience. It's about enjoying, pushing your limits while watching amazing golf. It's special because you're seeing something incredible. How many people can say that they've played 100 hours of golf with a top major winner? You'll also learn quickly where you stand as a golfer, and maybe around 78 hours after you both mess up a shot, there is a shared look, a little smile, a quick moment of shared golfing humanity. And finally, the relief of finishing will be special. The 100th hour will feel like emerging from a deep dive. Let's be clear here. You're not going to beat Rory McIlroy over 100 hours. He's a golfing machine, a golfing legend. But surviving means something different. It means you'll finish all 100 hours. It means you didn't lose every golf ball. Bring many. It means maybe you had a few good scores in some holes. It means you learned about golf, pressure, and your own strength. And it means you'll have an epic story. So if you were to do this, you need clubs, courage, pain medicine, and understanding that you're starting a wild, tough, and memorable golf adventure. And if by some miracle you make a long putt on the very last hole as Rory taps in for another birdie, raise your putter. You didn't win, but you survived against the Rory McIlroy hurricane. Surviving is more than enough. Now, if this sounds like a crazy challenge, give it a thumbs up, comment with your survival strategies, and hit subscribe for a hole in one.